Made in Hollywood.
The drama Jay Kelly, starring George Clooney and Adam Sandler, is made in Hollywood.
To be 64 years old and have somebody bring a script and a role like this, I just feel very lucky.
Made in Hollywood.
Also on today's show, the lively holiday comedy Oh, What Fun stars Michelle Pfeiffer and Felicity Jones.
There aren't any Christmas movies about mothers who are basically the glue to the whole thing.
Plus, the movie version of the Tony Award-winning musical Merrily We Roll Along stars Daniel Radcliffe and Jonathan Groff. The historical drama Train Dreams stars Joel Edgerton, and the Western thriller Frontier Crucible features Thomas Jane. This week on Made in Hollywood.
Made in Hollywood.
Now available on your home screen. In the drama Jay Kelly, starring George Clooney and Adam Sandler, a celebrated actor's journey of self-discovery leads him to confront his past and reconcile with the choices that shaped his life.
I don't want to be here anymore, Jerry. I want to leave the party.
There are directors in our business that you want to work with and you would work with under any circumstances. I got a call from the Coen brothers. They said, we're going to send you a script you want if you want to do it. And I said, I'm going to do it. You know, I do the same thing with Alexander Payne if he called me, or Soderbergh, obviously. Well, then I read it and I thought, well, this is a really exciting project.
There are only about 3 people alive that could have played that part. And thank God he said yes, because of the 3, none of them would have been better than him.
Look at you, you're the American dream, the last of the old movie stars.
I'm down here.
You're up there, you're down here, you're in here. We did this together.
Before we ever read the script, Noah saying that he had written something and he wanted us to be part of it is just a yes immediately.
Remember,
and
you
a
would
please.
text on occasion and say, I know we're doing this.
Yeah.
Are you excited? When's it coming?
And we didn't know for sure our characters or exactly what it was. You know, the evolution of his writing process, and then he and Emily together. So it was incredible.
We need you now. Jay's having a nervous breakdown. It's bad. It's really, really bad.
George, he does not like to talk about himself much. Just talks about you and how he can help you and who you should call. And he knows you got to make sure you do this, and he looks out for your health. Gadget to use when you're working out, and he's just he's a stud. He's just a nice person. He goes out of his way, and when you talk about him, he's just like.
Jay, where are we going?
Meg, where are we going?
France.
France.
France?
Adam's a wonderful actor. You know, that's what sometimes people forget, because he does broad comedies too, and he also do stand-up and things. And so sometimes it gets lost in the idea that he really is a beautiful actor. And we've been friends for 30 years. I knew he'd be great in the part.
I don't know who to be mad at, but I'm finding myself being very mad at you, Ron.
Be mad at me, Liz. The train was my idea.
That's the problem. I'm not allowed to be mad at you.
If it's the hardest moment or the most casual conversation, like you said, about, you know, something we need to have, or a meal we need to try.
Oh, yeah.
Or an experience he wants us to have.
He pops in with great energy all day long.
Lately, I feel like my life doesn't really feel real. Suddenly remembering things. What is that?
Memory?
That's like a movie where I'm playing myself.
All he also had to say was, I was going to get to be with Adam.
Yeah, we were excited to make a movie together.
Oh my God.
We've been talking about this a long time.
The greatest gift possible, and to be with George, it was true family.
There aren't that many great scripts. There aren't that many great projects that you get to be a part of. And when you get older, the parts become less and less. So to be 64 years old and have somebody bring a script and a role like this, I just feel very lucky.
Isn't it true?
And cut.
Can we go again?
Really?
I'd like another one.
Now available on your home screen. Michelle Pfeiffer stars with Felicity Jones and Chloe Grace Moretz in Oh, What Fun, a lively holiday comedy about a family matriarch's unexpected solo adventure.
Why does St. Nick get all the credit? Moms do all the work. Mom?
Mom?
My girlfriend is a vegan. We're eating sirloin.
It wasn't really on my bucket list to do a Christmas movie. And I actually haven't seen a ton of them. And it's one of those things where you don't even know there's a story that needs to be told until you read it, and you go, oh, of course. There aren't any Christmas movies about mothers who are basically the glue to the whole thing.
The kids haven't mentioned the Zazzy contest, have they? Your kids have to submit you.
Did you tell them to submit you?
I definitely did.
I really enjoyed stepping into kind of, the physical comedy that we all leaned into in this film. And I just was excited to be able to do this ensemble and have such brilliant actors around. Just that opportunity in general is one that you don't get often.
Let's go, guys. The first car already left.
Hello?
Where is Mom?
35 years of marriage, and I've never lost your mother, not once.
Mom's closed up shop. Peace out, y'all.
There's so much love and there's so much admiration and affection, but it's almost like the relationship got a little bit stuck. And they need, I think Channing is a bit stuck, and she sort of needs to go from being a child to being an adult, even though, she's in her late 30s.
So let me see if I got this straight. A grown woman got in her car with luggage and drove away from you.
Hey! No! Stop!
Yep, that's what happened.
Michael Showalter keeps a really comfortable set and wants everyone to get along. They would schedule all of us to go play pickleball together as like a team building type of thing. And it was like, it really did made this close to everyone. Everyone would come, not just actors, everyone behind the camera would come too. It was really cool.
I was so excited to work with Michael Showalter. I think I would have done anything that he asked me to do, honestly, because everything he does is so brilliant, and it's all different too. So I feel like he can tackle any genre of movie making.
It's the Holiday Mom Contest!
I think it's just a beautiful story and a hilarious story that hopefully brings people together and, just makes them appreciate, the people that they're able to be around during this time of year, whoever that is, and whatever you consider family, that you are grateful and hold on to that.
It was a really nice environment that even working, long hours all week, we would still hang out together on the weekends. So that says that, that's really not usual when you're filming a project. So it was awesome.
Oh, my daughter made me pancakes.
Oh, well, that's sweet.
I hate pancakes, and she knows that.
Coming up, the movie version of the Tony Award-winning musical Merrily We Roll Along stars Daniel Radcliffe and Jonathan Groff. And the historical drama Train Dreams features Joel Edgerton. To find out where to watch any movie, check out Moviephone.com. Find it, watch it.
I've been so lucky to be a part of this, from off-Broadway and Broadway.
Made in Hollywood. Made in Hollywood.
Three lifelong friends navigate shifting ambitions, personal struggles, and the highs and lows of their intertwined lives over 3 decades in the movie version of the Tony Award-winning Sondheim musical Merrily We Roll Along, starring Daniel Radcliffe, Jonathan Groff, and Lindsay Mendez.
I've made only one mistake in my life,
How did you get to be here?
but I've made it over and over.
What was the moment?
If I could go back to the beginning, I would give all this up like that.
I've been so lucky to be a part of this, off-Broadway and Broadway, and these guys will tell you I hate watching myself, so the experience of watching this for the first time was me going God, me, but then, immediately delighted. Because when did we watch this? How soon after, probably about a year after we finished the run that we watched it, and that was immediately enough distance to kind of be able to at least look back with nostalgia for what we did.
It was a remarkable gift for me because I was able to just gather all those moments together cinematically and use these beautiful performances, getting close up, understanding their perspective and other people's reactions to what they're doing.
Merrily we roll along, catching our dreams.
I've never seen so many famous people.
What? Who? Where?
It was exciting to me when we got the cameras into the theater because it was at the end of our Broadway run. When you get the chance to have actors in a show that continue working, we kept discovering, going deeper and deeper and deeper, and the material also invites that introspection and that journey into the depths. And so the fact that we got to capture it at the end of our run felt like such a gift.
I loved, like John said, getting to keep digging and finding more and more throughout the run. We never got tired of doing it, ever. That's what I will miss the most.
You gotta help save him, Charlie.
Frank and I are not that close. Not like we used to be. And you know what? I miss it. Maria has done Merrily as a performer and a director, so she like knows it inside and out and backwards like better than anybody else. She's also just like got some crazy ability to just like bring emotion out of people and like to like engender true authentic emotion in people. And so she had all of that already, and then transitioning to the screen stuff, she loved it.
I just want so many people to see it, to come out and see Daniel Radcliffe and see Jonathan Groff and see Lindsay and see the entire cast. Just there's not a dud amongst them. They're all wonderful and beautiful and moving.
Now available on your home screen. The historical drama Train Dreams, starring Joel Edgerton and Felicity Jones, follows a man whose life in the rapidly changing American West is transformed by love, loss, and the harsh beauty of the wilderness.
Well, I just couldn't stop walking until I got here.
What are you thinking about?
I was thinking that we ought to get married.
What I love about Train Dreams is that it's not the typical story, because it puts an ordinary man in the center of a story and shows us, or reminds us, that an ordinary life can actually be really like elevated and majestic and special. And that just moving through life is epic. And I know how to plug into that.
You think that she knows that I'm her daddy?
Deep down, she knows it. Even if she doesn't know she knows it yet.
When I was approached about adapting the novella, I was already a huge fan of Dennis Johnson's. But then going back and reading this book again and thinking about it as a movie, there was just so much that I found so beautiful about Grenier's story as a central story, and what he goes through and finding hope and love for life, like on the other side of terrible grief. But then also there was so much about the world, that the time that he was going through, that felt like it was speaking to us now, and I felt like could be an interesting way to reflect on the times that we're in now.
There's so many ingredients in Robert that I've just basically grown into right now in my life. So felt like it was a much more me experience, this film, than if I were to win a battle or invent some technology or save the planet.
We just cut down trees that have been here for 500 years. Upsets a man's soul whether you recognize it or not.
There's something so special about coming into those forests, especially the ones that have really old trees. Like the whole thing feels different. The air feels different, and there's something magical about it. So we really talked a lot about how to make nature feel like a character in the movie, how to portray it, not just as a landscape and not just shoot a postcard whenever we're shooting nature. Let's find a way to shoot it like we would be shooting another important character in the movie.
It requires a different level of focus and hard work, the equipment being brought in and making sure that you particularly for us, we didn't go in there and ruin a forest by dragging in our equipment.
In the forest, every least thing's important. It's all threaded together, so you can't tell where one thing ends and another begins.
I think human beings forget we're actually part of the planet. We really are just an animal. We're an animal that can do cool stuff, but we're still animals. And I think when we see nature, it's like our ears prick up and we're like a dog watching another dog on screen. We're like, oh, there's nature. We belong to nature.
Do you think bad things that we do follow us through life?
I don't know. I've seen bad men raised up and good men brought to the knees.
To find out where to watch any movie, check out MoviePhone.com. Find it, watch it. Up next, the Western thriller Frontier Crucible, featuring Thomas Jane.
Everyone has their own moral code and their own interpretation of the moral code.
Made in Hollywood.
Now available on your home screen. A mission to deliver vital medical supplies turns into a brutal fight for survival when a skilled guide and 3 outlaws face pursuit in the Western thriller Frontier Crucible, featuring Thomas Jane.
People need medical supplies down south, and you know how to navigate the Apache. You could do it, alone, unaccompanied.
I'll be on my way inside him now. They've adapted a few Harry Whittington novels over the years. This one, you read it and you're like, why wasn't this done like 30 years ago? You know, it really sings. So we had a lot of fun. We had a lot to work with. We had great dialogue. If you do a good Western, people will watch it. And there is an audience. It's just getting a great story. It's getting people that really know the genre and love the genre. And Travis Mills certainly loves the genre. It's always good, you know, when your director knows his stuff. I love the fact that most Westerns either implicitly or explicitly deal with the civilization of man and our laws and our rules and our mores, and then the wild West, the lawless land. Everyone has their own moral code and their own interpretation of the moral code, right? And that makes it really fun. There's a fever epidemic, and that wagon's carrying medicine.
It's simple, friend. Go north, stay alive. We will commandeer that army vehicle if you don't oblige us.
My character thinks he's a good guy, and I think 98% of him is a decent man. I think some bad things happened to him, and he lost his way a little bit. But the darkness of his heart is revealed by the company that he keeps. Where do you plan to go? South. You'd never survive going that way. Ain't nothing but hostiles. Anytime you can get on location, you gotta do it. It brings the show to life. It brings the actors to life. They feel grounded. They're in the world that the characters live in. It was a unique experience. Travis created that. We all signed up. You know, we knew what we were getting into. He's like, this is what I want to do. And he wanted to create that period kind of feel to everything. And I think he did a darn good job with that.
Stay tuned, there's more coming up on Made in Hollywood.
Made in Hollywood.
Thanks for watching Made in Hollywood, powered by MoviePhone. For more behind-the-screen content, check out MoviePhone.com.
Made in Hollywood. Made in Hollywood. Made in Hollywood. Made in Hollywood.